Hey, loves, thank you for joining me for Pillow Talk tonight. We are finally live. Woo! I am so excited. My name is Christina Hill, and I am your wellness and health coach, and I hold space for you. And here tonight, we are talking about spirituality. And we are talking about how it fits in this holistic life that we are on a journey of better health. So, we have our first, what we call our first primary plate, which is our food. But what we talk about here on Pillow Talk is our secondary plate. Our secondary plate consists of spirituality, it consists of our career, it consists of our finances, it consists of our exercise, consists of our relationships. So we want to take a pieces of this slice of this pie those so that we can live a better health and wellness lifestyle and journey on this journey. So tonight we want to talk about spirituality. What does spirituality look like for you? For me, spirituality is I am Baptist by denomination, but I go to a non-denominational church. Spirituality for me consists of the Bible, Jesus, and meditation. But what does it look like for you? So everybody's spirituality walk does not look the same. Okay. And that's okay. We are okay with that. What we are focused on here at on this channel is bio individuality. And with bio individuality, each person is different, and your spiritual walk maybe look like you're going out and you're doing a meditation, you're walking out in nature, you're communing. Where is it? The important thing, where is it that you go to find peace? Okay, so that's what we're looking at tonight. Where do you go to find peace? And with me, I find peace in my daily rituals, prayer, meditation, study. When I notice that when life gets a little crazy and I am not studying and I'm not doing my meditation and I'm not doing my prayers, my life gets out of balance. It gets kind of wacky. And so, does yours? Does yours? When you're not practicing different the spirituality, what you consider your spirituality walk, when you're not practicing that, and how do you relate? How do you relax? How do you, come back into focus and gather your thoughts and everything? And so, we want to practice that. We want to be open to our prayer life. We want to open or your walk if you do a meditational walk. And that also reminds me of people think that meditation is just when you're sitting in a little spot and going, oh, yeah, that's not the only way to meditate. Another way to meditate is when you're walking and you're quiet and you are focusing on one thing, and it brings you a sense of relaxation, brings you a sense of peace. That's what my spiritual walk does for me. So I want you all to find that area of your life when you find that peace and that point where you can decompress. If it's like after work or before work, after like a busy day, um, we need to add that slice of pie, our spirituality. We need to add that to our secondary plate that directly affects our food and how we eat and what we take in. Um, that time where we have that relaxation. Your food digests differently when you are in a relaxed state versus a state of angst, a state of high stress. And a lot of us right now have either have a high stress life where we're eating on the go, we're eating in our car, we're eating real quick to make jump back so we can jump back on that next meeting. So the spiritual practice comes in and to help bring that level of anxiety down, to bring that sense of angst down to where we can relax, to where we can have better digestion in our when we eat, and our food processes better. We get more minerals, we get more nutrients from our food when we're not on that fight, flight, freeze type of reaction or thinking. So it's good to have a spiritual practice. So, what does y'all spiritual practice look like? What does it look like for you? Um, have you started one? Have you thought of thinking starting a spiritual practice? You can start with, if you don't have one at all, you can start with a meditation. There's a lot of different apps out there. There's the Calm app. There's if you follow me, there's that 4x4 breathing technique that you can use as you do like a daily walk. That can help you bring that down. On your breaks at work, the little 15-minute breaks, you can go and you can meditate, you can relax, you can walk, you can read a book, even. Maybe that brings you peace. Maybe writing brings you peace. My sister's a great crocheter, and I know that brings her a sense of peace. So maybe that's something that she would want to incorporate into that time period of relaxation and as a spiritual practice. So a lot of times we get caught up in what spiritual practice look like. Well, it's different for everyone. Spiritual practice for you looks different than spiritual practice for me. I know my wonderful niece, she gets up in the morning and she does her devotional. That helps her out and it helps her prepare for the day. For others, it could be like my husband, he goes for a walk in the morning, um, and he puts his headsets on and he's got his weights walking, and he's communing with nature, and that brings his stress level down, helps him to relax. So that's very important. And so that would be in his slice of the circular slice of pie spirituality. That may how his looks. I don't want to speak for him, but that may be how his looks. You know, um, and so it's really important to have that, and like we said, it helps with bringing that your stress level down, so you're not consistently in that stress level, and you're not consistently in that place where uh, your body is in that stressful type of atmosphere. Because what happens is when you are in a constant state of stress, even if it's a low stress, it's inflammation can occur in your body, and it can appear in different things. It can appear as in your swollen, your feet are swollen, your hands are swollen, your body's swollen. Inflammation can appear it for a long enough time, it can develop into disease, into sickness. And so what we want to do is to bring that level of inflammation down. And part of that is through a spiritual practice. It's through meditation, or through prayer, or through your walk. What does spirituality look like for you? So that's one of the things. That's one of the main things in our secondary plate that we talk about, that we want to try to master. And you want to be consistent with this practice. Okay. So in the morning, you may get up, you may take a 5-minute walk, you may take a 10-minute walk. After breaks, after like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it's really, really good if you do a 20-minute walk. It doesn't have to be like a fast walk, it can be a slow walk. But that also helps with regulating your blood sugar and to help you with digesting your food, and it helps you to lose weight. It helps you to maintain a healthier lifestyle. It helps with brain fog. All of that is really great for that little quick walk. And maybe that's your spiritual practice. You say, you know what, my spiritual practice is going to consist of just taking a walk after I eat. So that's we want to really fine tune and find what works for you. Like I said, this is all about you individually. So what's it look like for you? So on our circle, we've talked about spirituality, we've talked about relationships, which is very important. Both of those things together help bring down that inflammation in your body. When you've practiced it, it brings you relaxation, it brings you calm. And especially nowadays, now in this time that we're in, our country's in a situation of transition. And doesn't matter what party you are on, it is a time of transition. And even during a hard time of transition, or even a happy time of transition, like when I married and I moved, it was a great time. It was a wonderful time in my life when I married and moved to be with my husband. And but that still is a type of stress that can bring in that low level of inflammation into your body if it's consistent. But so we do need that spiritual practice. It doesn't matter if we're happy or sad, or in a moment of angst, or a moment of calm. We still want to continue that consistent spiritual practice. And so, like I said, for me, it's prayer, it's meditation, it's scripture, that help me to center myself, to calm myself, to bring myself back to center. Um, and so I'm really interested in the comments to see what you all practice to bring your, practices, your spirituality. What is it that you practice to help you with bringing that calm and that peaceful time in your life? Because there's going to come a time when all of our lives, we're going to need to reflect. We're going to need to bring calm. We're going to need to bring that peace back into our lives. And what does that look like for you? So I really want you all to think about that tonight. Think about your spiritual practice. Begin to add that to your pie. Like I said, we talked about relationships. Now we're talking about spirituality. Add that thing, whatever it is, to your life every day on a consistent basis. Okay. So maybe it's in the morning, or maybe it's in the evening. You share that time with a loved one, or you share that time with you're by yourself. Maybe it's in the afternoon after you've had lunch, but make sure you schedule that time in to regroup, to come back to center, to relax, to bring this level of angst or anything. Even if you're really excited and you're just like, whoo, I'm really excited, your body's still at this high. You want to bring it back to norm, bring it back to calm, so that your cells can heal themselves, and to give you better health in life. And so we're excited tonight to learn about spirituality, and to put it into practice. So please tell me in the comments below, like, what is it that you are going to do in your life, that you're going to add to your life if you don't have a practice right now? And it doesn't have to be some long drawn out practice. Lord have mercy on all of us that you don't have to have a long drawn out practice. Just do what feels right for you, that brings you peace at the end of the day. And so for me, it may be a 5 minute or like a 2 minute meditation that I practice throughout the day, but something that you can practice in your spiritual life, that connects you to something higher than you, that allows you to expand and to digest this journey we call life. Okay, so before we end tonight, I want to say thank you all for joining me tonight on Pillow Talk. I'm excited. I'm coming live from Chicago, being with my family in my birthday week, and it brings me so much joy. And I just want to thank you all for being here and to listening to me and what I have to give. I love being able to share what I have to give to all of you. And I really would like for you to all to really find something that brings you peace at the end of the day, that you can practice every day, that brings you joy, that brings you a sense of calm. And so let's go ahead and close tonight with a quick, our 4-box breathing that we did on Tuesday at Pillow Talk, where you breathe in for 4, you hold for 4, you release for 4, you do nothing for 4, count, and then you start it over again. but we're just going to do one cycle tonight so that I can release you all. And thank you for joining me. And we will be back here again on Tuesdays and Thursdays for Pillow Talk, where we go a little bit deeper than just a regular everyday video. And so let's go ahead and do this 4-box breathing tonight. First, let's take a deep breath in. And let's deep breath out. And let's calm ourselves for this 4-box breathing that we're about to do. So we're going to get the most out of it. And we get the most relaxation out of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do nothing. All right. So you can practice that 4x4 count. You can do it. 1 round is the whole 4 count. You can do that 4 rounds and relax and relate and release. And Lord, I want to just let you all know that it's been wonderful once again. Hopefully you'll take these practices. You'll think about what your life circle looks like. So we've talked about 2 things on the life circle. We have talked about our relationships and our spirituality. And so next Tuesday, let's jump in a little bit about spirituality, and let's go on to careers. Okay, because that's a big part of our life circle. A lot of us are still in that time where we're working. And so your career and how you feel after working an 8-hour shift or however many hours you work, how that impacts your life. And are you in the sector where you need to be? And does that bring calm to your life, or does it bring angst? Does it bring, what is it you're called to do if maybe you're not working in that and it brings you a lot of anxiety or stress? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that next week. Okay. Well, I love you all. And I hope you have a wonderful and a blessed good night. And please join me back here on Tuesday. In the middle of the week, the rest of the week, I will be putting out little videos. So you'll want to come out. We're coming out with a book and a cookbook to help you to feed your bodies as well. But first, we want to get this secondary plate down, where our things in our life really affect what we eat. So we want to make sure we've got our spiritual life down. We want to make sure we've got our relationships down. And next week, we'll talk about career, and we'll want to talk about how we work in that career and to have it benefit our lives and to bring us that peace and that calm. Okay. All right. Well, I love you all, and you have a good night. Bye-bye.